YouTube. But Mackenzie says they've been showing up on her phone.
He don't show up on my phone. He's pissed off at me because I said that thing. Don't be pissed. Don't be lying to me that your grandma never died.
Uh,
She died like 2 times ago, remember?
that's hilarious. Oh,
I'm being
cute.
serious. He told me that she died, and that's why he couldn't get on there. And I said that I resent the picture of the fucking thing he wrote me, and then he gets mad at me about it. And then I'm like, oh, maybe. And I kind of felt bad. It's like maybe he didn't really
You should
feel
text them
bad
to
that he
download
lost.
Dead by Daylight because we're all about to play again.
Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah.
I just started Act 3. Have you beat any of the Hollow Knight games? Or the regular Hollow Knight?
I beat the regular Hollow Knight. I just gotta finish up Silksong.
So in Silksong, when you get halfway through the game, you have to fight Grandmother Silk. And when you beat her, it starts the in-game credits. But if you visit all the snail shamans, you can activate a snare trap and then trap the grandmother. You bind Grandmother Silk to the void, bringing the void to Farloom. And that's what I'm doing right now, is fighting a bunch of void enemies.
The
Hollow Knight, this is probably one
game
of the
reminds me of
coolest
like
games.
yeah, Silksong and Hollow Knight kind of remind me of Castlevania and Metroid. That's why I ended up liking it.
Yeah, I love it, man. It's one of the funnest games I've got to sit down and play while I'm been off last couple of days. Let's see. I can't even tell where I'm at on the map. I like doing the little parkour too, and the Silksong's fast, man. You gotta be fast.
Oh yeah, you gotta be fast, and then when you start figuring out that you can add those into your back routine,
Oh yeah.
dodging at the right time.
I like the healing too, though. In this game, it's really quick. I like both forms of healing. So, but Silksong, they did a really good job for this for $20.
Dude, what's really sad is Crunchyroll, man. I want to get a subscription to it, but apparently, since the new episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen have started airing, they've raised the price of the joining Crunchyroll, and people are starting to kind of like bitch about it.
I bet. Jujutsu Kaisen, man, that's crazy anime, right, man? That's probably one of my favorite new age animes.
Jujutsu Kaisen is good. I started off watching Jujutsu Kaisen Zero. I didn't really understand what I was getting myself into, and then I started watching. After that, I started watching the first season and how he ate the finger and had like an
Hmm.
evil guy kind of within him and how he got his powers. I need to watch season two. I don't know if there's a season three out yet. So
Yeah, it's out right
yeah,
now. They're dropping episodes weekly. It's
and then
fire, man. Let me know
there's
when you get to
another
that,
show I
because
like. Good.
let me know when you get to that season 3, man, because it gets more crazy than what you could ever see in a crazy current anime.
And then what was the other anime I started watching? Um, oh yeah, did you know we're getting a Sekiro anime?
Yeah, I've actually forgot about that. I
I did
wonder,
too. Now that
wonder when they're gonna drop that.
you know what anime I kind of gave up on. I tried to get into it, but like probably after the fifth season, I was like, I can't do this. This is too much. I
Bleach,
couldn't go. I couldn't get through One Piece.
One Piece. Yeah,
Yeah,
yes. Yeah, when I was watching it when I was younger, it's very enjoyable in those early seasons. But I was younger. Probably watching them as when you're a lot older, it's not the same.
hell, I never even got to finish up the third season of what the fuck it, My Hero Academia.
Yeah, My Hero Academia. It's there's better shows. I like it though. I like my. If you ever need like an actual show to watch, you can binge it all and it's decent.
Now I remember, now I remember what anime I was watching. I liked a lot. Solo Leveling. Have you watched it?
I've heard about. I know about it.
Yeah, Solo Leveling is pretty good. I liked it a lot. It was a very good anime, very action packed. Another one I like watching is Full Metal Alchemist.
Wait,
You
say
gotta
that
watch the
again.
Full Metal Alchemist
Oh yeah, I love
Brotherhood.
full. I've seen that one. I've watched both shows.
I like them both. Like a lot of people give like the
Me
original
too.
Full Metal Alchemist some hell. I'm like, yeah, but it went its own direction. That's why people don't like it. And then Brotherhood kind of is more of a faithful adaptation of the manga, with a few things change.
Yeah, I like the so I like the end of older show that they go back to like regular America, like a regular timeline where it's like regular war, no alchemy, and that they have to go
Oh,
back to their world. It's cool. And then now that the brother lives in the normal timeline with no alchemy, and the other brother has to get to him somehow. It's really cool that how they changed that, but they did a good job, man.
I've been trying to find some new animes to watch. I know. I like Gundam a lot. Mobile Suit Gundam, Gundam Wing. There's a couple different Gundams I like shows. Of course, they've gotten a lot more adult oriented with the violence here lately.
I like that Brotherhood. What is it? Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans. That one I
Iron
like
Blooded
that.
Orphans is my favorite. It's probably the most. I
The
don't know.
openings and
I find it the most
endings.
graphic.
It's,
The main protagonist, he was like ruthless at killing some of those people. No
yeah, you're right.
emotion. Now you got me wanting to watch Iron Blooded Orphans, but it's no longer on Netflix.
Yeah, load up some Silksong. Play some Silksong with me one day. This is. I'll help that
Does it
help
have
you through
co-op?
some areas. No, but I can help you through some bosses and areas for sure. I sit there and try it for 10 hours straight if I can't get a boss, which I haven't had to do it, but actually I was stuck on the boss for a week. But the only reason was because I didn't want to go get my nail upgrades. I was missing 3 nail upgrades, and I was being stubborn, and I was just trying to do the boss without it. That's the only reason why I was stuck. But yeah, it's there's all kinds of different stuff. You get stuck, you go to a different area and boss, just like Elden Ring almost. They did really good with this one. I found a pigeon the other day. I took a picture with it. A whole pigeon. There's a whole pigeon. I climbed the top of Frost Mountain, and at the very top, I've never seen a pigeon in a bug game, but in this bug game, but there was a bird up there, and I screenshotted it. I know it's random.
Oh, Tom Segura's on here. I love this guy. Funny ass comedian. Boots, boots, boots. Always walking, always stomping. Boots, boots, boots. You all have Netflix?
Uh, I think we do. I think we would have to renew it.
I keep Netflix and I keep HBO Max. Those two a lot. I had to get rid of my Crunchyroll because they raised the price up on it and it was getting a little too expensive.
Yeah, they want way too much. Yeah, we bought HBO because we got that sale where it was like $2.99, and we just keep buying that $2.99.
Oh yeah, that's how you
Two
watch
ninety
Game of
nine for a
Thrones,
year.
man.
Yeah, we watched all of Game of Thrones, and we're gonna watch Sopranos and all kinds of stuff.
I got Aiden loving The Sopranos. Hi, Jack. Bye, Jack. You killed my friend Brandon. You shot him in the bathtub.
Oh man, I love Sopranos.
He's fucking Poison Ivy. Fucking bastard.
Since we're talking about Sopranos, we might have to watch some tonight. Me and my girl.
I
She would
love Sopranos, man.
she would really
I like
enjoy
when
that.
Tony has a dream. What's the dream? Tony has a dream about his friend who's a rat, and he's a fish talking to him. I'm a
Oh
rat,
yeah,
Tony. I'm a
yeah,
rat.
yeah. That's a good episode. I can't wait till we can watch. I can watch that episode with her. I'm gonna be like, "Who do you think the rat is?"
Rat. He's a fucking rat. Well, there's so many fucking quotes. Me and Aiden are every time. If you ever around me and Aiden are constantly quoting The Sopranos or like acting out a scene.
Mm.
I kind of miss the fuck out of Aiden.
You wonder what he's doing.
He's probably on the boat, be jacking some guy off, doing sailor shit.
Yeah, literally, literally. That's probably what he's doing. Being gay.
One of the guys at work, he's a little short guy, but he's been like kind of like a smart ass to me. And I've let it slide a few times, but today, like after I got from my like little ER day, he said something. I forget what I said to him. Oh, I called him. He has a big mole on his head. He says something smart ass. I go, well, we can't all live up to your expectations, your moliness. The
Uh,
dude sat beside him in mid drink, starts spitting out his drink, has to get up because he's laughing so hard. The guy said to is in shock. His face is like his eyes are open in his mouth. He's got this huge ass fucking mole that sticks out. And I didn't realize what I said.
you're
I thought
more.
I said your holiness, but I said, but apparently I was focused with my eyes on his mole, and I said your holiness. And dude, everyone in that room started cracking up. He shut up and walked away from me, and I was like, and then one guy's like, yeah, I guess he won't be smart for you anymore. You seem to hurt his feelings. I'm like,
Uh,
and I started and I realized what I said. I was like, oh shit. So I'm hoping I don't get in trouble when I go back.
no, you
But I
can't
didn't
get
cuss
trouble with
at him or
that.
anything. Hopefully he's got some balls and he doesn't go to the office.
Yeah, you can't tell him. He can't be soft.
If he can, now, if I come back and he comes back at me this week with a like, kind of like a comeback, I'm gonna give him his props and give him respect. So like, he gave me the banter back I want. I like that type of shit. That's how me and Joey were. Like, I used to like Joey. You'd always have like some smart ass banter back at each other, or a witty comeback, or something witty to say to each other. But nothing too mean. But how friends are.
Yeah,
You gotta be kind of like keep them on their toes.
I got needle jump.
My favorite story always to tell about Joey is Joey breaking his back.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, he jumped out the window.
Yeah, next time you ever see him, just be like, so why did you jump out of a window to and break your back? Why did you jump out of a two-story window to break your back? Was it because you didn't want to get in a fight with your brother Jesse?
Uh,
And then he's gonna do I told you.
he's gonna instantly know.
He's gonna know like, oh, Brandon. He's talking to Brandon. Like I like the day you said you told him that you were my son. He just like he probably like sat there like computing like putting all the pieces together. Be like, wait, wait a minute. This awesome ass kid, is Brandon's son. Yeah, he came out of my balls. He's cool as fuck.
while Joe has an autistic son.
I've only met Joey's son only like a few times, so I don't really remember him too well.
He's
He was like real little. I remember him.
His like wife, I forgot her name, I guess, cheats on him, and he has to like do the dishes and stuff while Andreas comes over. Swear to God, Joe has like his wife's boyfriend living with him. It's like I don't know how it works, but I guess Alex calls him dad now too. It's I don't know how to explain it.
Alex or Joey and still together?
Yeah, I guess they're in like a triple. I don't
Wait,
know. I guess he's been cheating on them.
wait. She been cheating on Joey?
Yeah,
Yeah, she was always kind of like that. She tried to when I was living in Forest Bluff. She was trying to mess around with me when I was with your mom. I was like, no, I don't do that stuff.
yeah. Joe just casually just is cool with it. Cool guy
She was a
about it.
pretty thing back in the day, but she always was with big old black guys.
While the judge, she not one bit.
Because it's like funny because you see a picture of Joey and then you see all the kids, you see all these big old buff black kids. Then you see like Joey and then his kid and then Brooke. I was like, damn, these kids are probably more hung like fucking sausages. Poor Joey with his little wing
Joe for Joe.
his
But yeah,
little inchworm.
he tells everyone his business is at work, so everyone knows what Joe's been up to. Everyone just feels bad for Joe at work, and
And
Joe's just stressed out every day.
everyone at my work tries to ask me about like my personal life or like what I have. They only get three things out of me. Anything ever talk, I never talk about my personal life, but if I do talk about my life, it's usually about my video games or my hobbies or my art or rain or my other, or I'll talk about you a lot. I'll bring you up, my son, and then I'll talk about like shows I like. But then they'll start like, well, what about you? Where are you from? I'm like, oh no, well, man, have you watched Dragon Ball Z? I go right into another subject. Like they start to get a subject or like get to know about me. Nope, they'll just get another anime reference of me and like. Oh, I remember this one fucking part where Piccolo's like, "Mensengo, babe, fucking cannon fire!" Blast a hole through Raditz chest while Goku's
Yeah,
holding on to him, and it rips out the back of Goku's chest. That was a gory fucking scene. That was my first introduction to Dragon Ball Z.
it was one of mine too, but in a different form. It wasn't the anime or manga. It was a game. It was a 2D pixel game. Imagine imagine learning the Dragon Ball Z story through a 2D pixel game, and then actually
I
finding
think I
out Dragon
remember.
Ball Z is a show. It was phenomenal.
But wasn't it fun? You played the game, and all of a sudden you realize you start watching it. It's like I played through this.
I think you got me this. You got me this game. It was called Dragon Ball Z: Attack of the Saiyans.
Yeah, I did. That was a fun game.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite games. I played it for like 5 years straight as a kid.
And then I bought you a I think it was Nintendo DS, like a big red one that looked like Mario,
Yeah,
and it had the Mario game with it, and I think it came with another game. And then down the road, I remember I think I asked you about it, and we were like, "Fucking Timmy, I think stole it."
no, Timmy didn't steal. I'll tell you what happened to it. Uh, uh, when I guess when my mom was seeing Robert, I didn't want to go over to Robert's house because all she know she just wanted to go over there and hang out while we just sit there and not do nothing. And I didn't want to go over there, so I was like, Mom, I just want to stay home. I was like, do I really gotta go? And we got in that big fight about it. I was like, Mom, you're being a bitch. And she took that DS and said I was grounded and I had to go. And she hid it from me because she knew I was going to try to look for it and find it. So she put it in the car. and it was in December, so the car got really cold at night, and it frosted over the DS and broke it. They got like frost on it really bad. It got
Oh
really like
damn.
wet and moist and stuff, and she ruined my DS. And I didn't have a game system, and she felt bad, so she bought me a Wii, and I only had one game, and it was Super Mario Bros. It was like the Wii with Super Mario Bros, and I never got another game for that Wii. So she took away my DS with all my games to trade it out for a Wii because she felt bad, and I got that Wii and with one game, and I would play Super Mario Bros. For like another 5 years straight because I didn't have another game for the Wii.
That's
No,
funny.
what were you about to say? Because I probably told you some banger stories.
Yeah, that one was a banger. You're like, yeah, man, she bought me a game system. I had to play that one game for how many so many years, so I was able to get my own money to buy a game for it.
Yeah, like she would buy the $200-300 console and not buy a game.
Uh,
Like what? That's messed up. Because I had games I
yeah,
could
it
play on
got,
the DS, but then she took that away because I couldn't play the DS no more. And I remember I traded
I
off
always try.
since I didn't have the DS. I traded off all the games for other. I tried to get other games, but I never traded for other games. I sucked at trades with other kids.
We used to trade DS games or at Game Boy Advance games a lot, or Game Boy games. And when I was younger,
I
that's
bet
how
that
I
was
built up
cool.
my. Oh, it was fun. Having friends in school, they did like, hey man, I don't like this game. You want to trade? I'm not be like, oh fuck, man, I don't like the game I'm playing. Yeah, let's trade. I got Metroid. I got all kinds of like Nintendo games and shit growing up.
Do you rip off any of
That's
your
how I.
buddies or friends that you were trying to get something good,
No, I
good
never
game or
had to.
something?
Never went that low. I had to, or I had ever had to be do that route. But no, I've always got a legitimate uh, trades. Same with like cards or stuff. I used to collect cards when I was younger, cards and comics. If I got done with like a comic and I didn't really care for the comic or so, and I didn't like the story or so, I'd trade it.
That's respectable. Okay.
I used to love comics. I haven't bought comics since a long time. Just kind of grew out of them. Like a lot of my music I used to love when I was younger. I go to listen to some of the shit now. I can't get into it.
Before Flim left, I guess my mom left him, or I don't know what it was, but he left the Skybox Series baseball cards, and I want to see if they're ever worth anything. It's it's like a Skybox series of 1991 baseball cards. I wonder
Oh
if those
hell
are
yeah,
really
that's
worth any money.
got to get them appraised, get them looked at, look online for each card, and see what the worth of the card is.
Skybox
That's a
Series
lot of cartridge.
1991.
Hell yeah.
Mackenzie's about to look him up right now.
Apparently, a while back, from what my aunt was telling me, the room he died in that hotel that that I took you all to. Apparently, a while back, someone they did a Ouija board or something, and apparently they ran out of that room that night that they rented it or something. Because like Trina was telling me about the video that she watched, that they showed her the camera footage, and these people will like apparently something fucking happened in that room with the Ouija board because they destroyed the fucking room.
Oh, about baseball.
Limb. I hated that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get rid of you, Brandon, because you smoke pot and you do this. I'm gonna get with this guy who does even harder drugs and is a bad boy motherfucker. Okay,
Yeah.
he's
He
all
was,
yours.
he was a piece of
That's
shit.
not really what happened. He was. I tried to warn her. He was a piece of shit. I mean, but you got to remember when I was with your mom, I was still a fucking kid too. I was like 16. I had just turned 16 and seven. I think I was up to with her until I was 17 or 18. I can't really remember. It's so long ago. But yeah, like those were like I had some banger stories I still haven't told you.
I'll bet.
I think did I ever tell you the time? I don't know if you ever met Melvin, Kim's
No,
cousin.
no.
Dude, I
I've not
watched
met
him
any of her
well on.
cousins.
I remember Timmy when we lived in Lesage. Timmy and had gotten to Bonnie's spray paint, was spraying it into a brown bag, and then breathing in the putting the brown paper bag up and breathing in the fumes from the bag. He got so fucked up. He had like red spray paint around his mouth. He went upstairs, and I remember I was sitting there playing Monopoly on the Genesis with Melvin. And we were like halfway through the game. We were enjoying ourselves. Melvin was actually kind of cool. I liked Melvin. He was a gamer. He was a punk, but then when he sat down, he liked the game, and he that's how me and Melvin got along. We started gaming, and then Timmy comes up there one day, grabs the controller from Melvin. You got to imagine Melvin's kind of built like you, like a big tall motherfucker. He's kind of a black boy, but he was a big boy.
Okay.
Timmy pulls the controller out of his hand, and Melvin stands up. He goes, "You better give me back that controller." Timmy goes, "Fuck you, Melvin!" Spits in Melvin's face, and next thing I know, I see Timmy lifted off the ground. Melvin has grabbed him by the top of his head, lifted him up, grabs the controller by holding Timmy by his head, throws him into the kitchen.
Oh,
Literally tosses Timmy. Timmy flops around, goes through the table, no, breaks the table leg as he rolls under it and shit. And then Melvin goes in there, picks Timmy up again, starts headbutting him, throws him to the ground, starts kicking him while he's down. And I'm sitting there playing Monopoly. I don't stop it. I'm watching out of the corner of my eye. Timmy just getting the shit beat out of him. Your mom comes in there, starts yelling at Melvin, starts smacking at Melvin, grabs a fucking like I forget what she grabs, but she starts whacking Melvin. Melvin backs off. Timmy's laying on the ground, crying, bleeding, and then Kim notices the paint around Timmy's mouth.
there's
That's
because
when all
there's
hell breaks loose. That's when all hell breaks loose. Your mom grabs Timmy by the hair of the head. He's high. You're doing what Bonnie does. You're getting fucking hot. You're slapping him, like starts beating the shit out of him. Melvin's got to pull her off now, Timmy, and I'm sitting there. Everyone's beating the fuck out of Timmy today.
uh
It was a great fucking day.
yeah, I bet it was a great day. That's a good story.
I think I've told you the story where your mom threw a hot scalding water on Vicky when she was like, she was making food and Vicky didn't want to eat the noodles. I don't want the noodles. Well, fuck you. I just made this right. Throws a whole fucking pot of like hot water on her, man.
Oh my god. What was it like growing up in the '90s for you?
It was
What did,
cool.
it was very cool. Would you say it's one of
It
your
was very
favorite decades in life? Your favorite times in life?
a lot. Probably the early '90s were some of times I would love to go back to. I like the '90s a lot. Like
Do you say the
hell,
'90s is better
that's
than today, or
a lot better than today. I think a lot better.
oh, I bet. I never good times. It looked like some good times too.
Hell, man, that's when some of the bangers came out, movies and video games.
Yep,
That's
Resident Evil
when
2.
that's when anime was fucking really good. You didn't have the censorship of blood or like, nudity. That's when anime was at its rawest. Like there was no censorship to it. Like they were doing whatever. Movies, uh, music was really good back then too. I didn't have to pay bills. I was a kid. I could draw. I had all the time in the world to play all the video games I wanted.
Oh
I'd go
yeah.
outside a lot. And then middle school, I started getting into smoking pot. That's when I don't really remember a lot of stuff.
Smoked a lot of pot in the '90s.
Oh yeah, about 1999 to 2000. That's when I
1999.
started smoking.
Would you say the weed's about the same as the 1999 weed
No,
you've been
no.
smoking?
Weed now is more potent than from what I was when I was little. It's totally different.
Do you think you'll ever
It,
smoke his mids today, like what you were smoking, like the
no,
mids?
mids when I was younger was not what it is today. Mids back then was like kind of bushy. The buds weren't very big. Um, they were more. They still had people weren't trimming the leaves off the shit, the fan
How much were
leaves
you
and
paying for
shit.
an eighth back in 99?
Oh, for an
99, you're
eighth,
just getting out of school or something. You're gonna go pay. You're
20.
walking. You're paying $20 for an eighth. All right.
Yeah, 20 to 30.
Are you getting this off Mike back in 99 or 2001 or
I
a
didn't meet
different guy?
Mike until about 2006,
2006.
and I was still with your mom at the time.
It's crazy because I love. If I ever have to like do like a Uber or something up there or DoorDash, Mike's store. Mike's store is just always open. Still there. It is always open.
I
Mike's
still
store
like
is
to make a
open.
trip to that recreational shop up in Ohio that's close to by us in South Point, or it's near South Point, Ohio. I want to go there and pick up some buds, and then I want to pick up some sugar from there that they got to put
What
on
is
top of the
that?
buds.
Oh, it's like the broken up dab, like the grinded up finally.
I don't know if it's dab or I forget what I think it's a different composition, but it's more of a pure THC, like the little white crystals off the THC. But yeah,
I'm lost down here on this Silksong. So,
but
what's Mama been up to? What she been doing? Watching
uh,
anything? Chilling?
she's been watching. She started rewatching Game of Thrones. She watches the Vampire Chronicles or something.
Tell her me and my girl just finished Game of Thrones. That I just rewatched it with her so Mackenzie could experience it.
Well, if y'all got HBO still, I recommend watching the little prequel series to Game of Thrones. It's 100 years before the events of
Oh
Game
yeah,
of Thrones. It's called Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It's
yeah.
pretty good. And I've been getting into a game called Shin Megami Tensei 5, and
Oh, I've heard that
I've
one
been
before.
yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if you'll get into it. It's kind of like Pokemon, but you're collecting demons instead, and it's a little bit more aimed toward adults and cutesiness. And then I like Persona 5 and Persona 3 a lot. Those are my two kind of favorite little Japanese games I've been wanting to get back into. Um, Also, I've been wanting to play the new remakes of the Dragon Quest games.
Oh yeah, me too. Why are they so expensive for 80s and is it Dragon Quest 1 an 1986 game?
I
Why
think
is
it's an
it
86
60
or
why is it $60?
because it's a graphical remake from the ground up with like kind of like the Octopath Traveler type of look with a 3D mixed with 2D look. They're
I
going that
guess.
route.
But
And then the
it's
new game that came out is like kind of all built in 3D Dragon Quest 4. They're remaking all the Dragon Quest games.
I just wish it was combined and then a lot cheaper than what that is.
My favorite Dragon Quest game, it's on PlayStation 2. Uh, I can't remember if it's Dragon Quest 5 or Dragon Quest 6, but it's got the jester guy that goes, such a pity, you all. That you'll have to die. But it's got the character with the orange bandana.
Uh, I'm gonna have to. That's another reason why I would like a Switch one day is to play other Dragon Quest games.
I'm game I'm excited about coming out is that new Resident Evil game. It's got like two modes in it. One's first person for the girl, and the other one's third person with Leon. And it's like they go back to Raccoon City after it's been bombed, and then you find out these zombies are kind of going back and kind of reliving their life and they keep repeating like their old life, but they don't know they're dead.
Oh, wait, in
Yeah,
that's in this next game?
yeah. This new game, Requiem, that's coming out, you go back to Resident Evil 2 City after it's been bombed, and you play as a girl, uh, trying to find out about her mother, and then the story also switches over to Leon S. Kennedy, and he's going into Raccoon City from Resident Evil 2 to find something, and he's like badass in the game. And he can wield a chainsaw now. You need to go watch some videos on the trailer of the new Resident Evil game. It looks good.
Yeah, I've been trying to. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't really like that Resident Evil 4 remake. I've been struggling to get through that. I've been through all the other Resident Evils, but Resident Evil 4 is like it's not like the other ones. It's like an action one.
Yep, it's action packed.
I like my puzzle types though with the zombies. I don't like when it's not really zombies.
Oh, this one has zombies in it because it's still the virus. Remember the virus in Resident Evil 2? Well,
T.
that virus is what we're dealing with in the new Requiem game. You're dealing with zombies, not the all these other outrageous like Resident Evil 4 with the
They're
bug
like
thing busting
mad.
out of
Yeah.
their head and shit. Yeah, we're dealing with regular zombies that can talk and think a little bit differently. I recommend go watch the trailer for the new trailer that came out for it, and it'll give you'd be like, okay, I see what Dad's talking about.
I'm about to go eat some Alfredo here in a minute. I'll have to go check that out. We'll have to yeah, we'll have to get some game share set up because you know you're gonna love to play some of these. I always buy my girl. She likes one kind of game, and unfortunately, I don't really like it too much. But I always buy Call of Duty. She loves playing Call of Duty. We'd always have some kind of shooter to play, and I always have one Call of Duty bot. Unfortunately, I'm about to look through my games actually see what I got. Nothing crazy, but all the Souls games, Fallout games. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, we probably watch the same stuff. My daughter's gonna love the collection one day, though, of games. Gonna be able to play games. I know that. I own Dead by. Oh, be able to get my Dead by Daylight characters though. I like got a bunch of Dead by Daylight stuff. I think I might play some Dead by Daylight tonight. Oh, blame me, man. I am. I'm off for another 4 more days. Ooh, yeah. I got one more thing. I think you will really like that I bought. Resident Evil 2 98 for the PS5 and Resident Evil 99, Resident Evil 3 99, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. I have those both bought like the old games of them on the PlayStation 5. Oh, I love Resident Evil, man. And I wanted the classics. No changes, no nothing, none of that. EB Games. It's a special game of my life too. I agree.